We're going outside. Let's go.
Are you touching me?
Yes, everyone's asked you to leave. Let's go.
Officer Cafroni is on his way to the location of a call regarding an intoxicated former employee who's refusing to leave the premises.
And one of my other employees downstairs heard the person that you on the phone and he stopped drinking while on the job. Okay. So we just terminated her like probably 10 minutes before I called you guys. And she's refusing to leave.
Okay. So you her direct supervisor?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
That workplace's manager confided in the officer that another worker had witnessed the employee in question drinking on the job. As a result, the employer's supervisor made the decision to fire her, but she refused to leave the premises.
I'm Officer Cafroni from Ice Police.
Hi, how may I help you?
No, how may I help you? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Figure what out?
When the officer arrived at the location where the drunk woman was, he greeted her, and the woman attempted to respond in her sober mind in order to demonstrate to the officer that everything was in order at that location.
Do you have any idea why I'm here?
No clue.
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
First, she inquired as to the identity of Officer Cafroni. She then inquired as to how she might be of assistance to the officer.
Of yours.
Good to see.
Without withholding any information, the officer provided her with all of his particulars, what his name was as well as who he was in reality, and also informed her that he was there because of her and the events that were taking place there.
I don't want to talk to you, Yoshia. You was ignoring me.
Okay,
So she was administrator type of thing?
name?
After that, the young woman, who was now 21 years old, pretended that she was overly preoccupied with her profession and the task of determining something vital.
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Figure what out?
The police then asked the girl her name, but because of the hangover from the drinking, the girl was unable to give it right away.
What your name is?
Melina Tierra?
Melina?
However, the second time the officer asked her, the girl told him that her name was Magdalene. Magdalene made an effort to evade the officer's pursuit. After that, Officer Cafroni began looking into who the proprietor of that place of business was, who Magdalene was, and what position she held within the company.
That's your problem.
Suddenly, Magdalene rushed back into the conversation and opposed the officer for acquiring her personal details from the owner. She stated that she did not want the officer to do so.
My lawyer's information.
Well, I don't want to talk to you, Yoshia. You was ignoring me.
Okay,
So she was
I want
administrator
your first
type
and
of
last
thing?
name.
She inquired about the officer's identification number and requested some fundamental information so she could discuss the matter with her attorney.
Yes, because I'm in law school.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm a paralegal by profession. I got a paralegal degree.
I'm 21 and I did paralegal like a year ago.
In addition to that, she asserted that she was currently enrolled in a legal program.
C-A-F-F
FF
R-O-N-I.
RONI
My batch number is 616.
616.
Correct.
She took down all the officer's pertinent information, and when the officer provided his batch number, she inquired about the officer's bar number.
You went to law school and you don't have a bar number?
The officer responded that while he does have a batch number, he did not have a bar number, at which point she began to argue with him.
So that means I had to physically speak.
Did you guys officially ask her to leave the property?
Yes, we did. And then her mom was on the phone after I
Yeah,
called
my
her
mom said that
to
she
leave.
was on the way.
Her mom said she's not coming to pick her
Let her
up.
know.
No, let me put my mom on speaker.
You need
After that, Magdalene stated that she was obligated to contact her mother and inform her about the situation and all that was taking place.
Okay, so I asked my mom to come on the way.
Your mother told me she's not picking you up.
So what's my mom's name?
The authorities then questioned the proprietor over whether or not she had been instructed to vacate the premises.
So that means I have to get my mom on
But
the
I just
phone.
asked you to leave.
The owner then informed Magdalene that she had issued a notice of termination and that she had already spoken to Magdalene's mother, who confirmed that she would not be picking Magdalene up at that location.
My mom to come pick me up.
You can use your phone, not mine.
You have a phone?
Magdalene was the one who initiated the fight by bringing up the fact that her mother was on her way. She immediately began stirring up trouble there.
Okay, no.
Magdalene requested permission from the officers to contact her mother, and the authorities granted her request.
Hi, Mom. So tengo la policía aquí diciendo que yo necesito irme.
After that, she dialed her mother's number and began speaking Spanish to her. And when the cops discovered that no one was able to comprehend what was going on there, they made the decision to take Magdalene out of the working environment.
Aquí.
You want to start now? It's a good
So necesito un Uber o voy a tener la policía.
Magdalene began screaming and protesting against the officers' attempts to touch her as soon as they held her arms.
He's touching me.
Yes, everyone's asked you to leave. Let's go. Let's go.
She began to cause a disturbance and repeatedly requested that her cell phone and purse be retrieved for her.
Let me grab my purse, but do not touch me. Okay,
Outside.
but my lip gloss. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We've
guys?
asked you to leave. It's
I don't
time to
give a
go.
fuck.
As soon as the officers attempted to handcuff her, she began to struggle. She asserted that she was completely blameless. After drinking quite a bit of alcohol, she immediately began crying for no apparent reason.
Bring it back.
No, I'm fine.
I were resisting.
No, this isn't resisting.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop
resisting.
resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm literally
Do it, do
innocent. I'm innocent.
This could have been super simple and you could have just left.
Lock it real
Look
quick.
at my stuff. Look at my phone. No, this isn't.
Stop moving, stop moving, stop moving.
What's wrong with you guys?
She yelled at everyone who was there in the office as the officers were removing her from the premises of the workplace.
What are you doing?
Purse, my stuff. My purse is my purse. That's my phone. That's my. Like, what are you guys doing? That's my purse. That's
What are you
my
doing to
phone.
yourself? That's the question.
No. What the question
You've been
is?
drinking a lot today. I don't know what you were drinking, my dear. Pretty strong.
She asserted that she would go to court and that the company as a whole would be taken to court for this and be sued.
Do me a favor, do a sweep on that desk. Make sure nothing else that belongs to her is there.
You know what? You know what, you guys, this whole company, this whole company's gonna be sued by my law. Bro, this whole company's gonna be sued. Come on, take me out, bitch! Take me out, bitch!
She immediately began ranting loudly and verbally assaulting the police officers when they gave her the order to get into the car.
It's gonna be sued. Fuck this place. This whole place is gonna be sued. Fuck this.
Stop moving around.
I don't give a fuck! What? I'm in law school! I have a clean record!
Okay, but like we said, you could have just left.
I wanted to leave! I tried to leave, they wouldn't let me!
It didn't seem like that.
They wouldn't let me!
Magdalene was arrested for disturbing the peace, trespassing, and resisting an officer after the officers placed her in custody and filed charges against her.